Hi guys. We're closely approaching the Pentecost fully come. That's going to be August 13th. And so maybe we'll see some cool things happen. It is very hot where I am. I'm just like, it's hard to smile. So I just want you to be encouraged of that I know a lot of people are looking at Feast of Trumpets to be airlifted out of here. I'm looking more Pentecost. So, the other thing is the blue moon in August. You know, it's the sturgeon moon, which is fishes, which I think is really cool. Maybe he's coming to get his fish. Is also the true to be of, you know, the 15th of which is cherished by the Israeli people. I have the 9th of Av being the 25th of August, so maybe we'll see some sparks fly this year. I'm hoping we're not here much longer. I want to talk about who Trump is to the Jews. And I'm talking about the rabbinical Jews, not the Messianic Jews. Obviously, the Messianic Jews kind of know what's up. But it's interesting because they view the Messiah as more of a political figure. And bear with me on this video because I'm going to try to put clips in of other things to kind of make so that what I have to say makes a little bit better sense. But I'm not tech savvy at all, so this is going to be kind of challenging. All right, so he also, I want you to pay attention to what's behind him in heraldry form. He has a crown back there. There's 3 horns on it over 7 hills, which we know is Jerusalem, because Jerusalem is kind of, and whether you agree or not, is the point where it basically rules the world, right? We know that from the Bible. It also says that the scepter will not pass from Judah until Shiloh comes, which means they're the man behind the curtain, like in The Wizard of Oz, and people don't seem to understand that even still. So I don't get it, but whatever. So I wanted to put a little clip in there of who Trump is to the rabbinical Jews, the Talmudic Jews, why it's important, and kind of go from there. But I want you to pay attention to the heraldry behind him. It looks like the little horn is being revealed through their now whether or not this is spell casting or if it's genuine, I'm not exactly sure, but the fact that so many people are still on Team Trump makes me think that it's real. You know, something else that I've learned these last couple of weeks is you know, Obama rounded up Christian leadership in America for Q in 2012. So that's kind of interesting. I don't know if you ever glanced at the Q stuff. I don't recommend it, but I just, in light of things, I'm glad that I'm aware of what it is. I'm glad that I'm aware of all the things that they say so I can steer clear from it. And I hate to tell you, but all the people that are exposing all of the Hollywood pedophiles and all that kind of stuff, they're part of the Q movement, just so you know. It's unfortunate because the waters are being muddied, and I just want you to be aware. Something else I want you to be aware of, everybody knows, you know, when someone's doing that, they're, you know, that's their 666, right? They do that when they talk all the time. It's whatever. But the new thing is the X. Have you noticed the X? Trump used a lot of X when he was in office. He had the X fund that funded more abortions than ever before. See, they didn't come directly from the federal government. He had them going to the X fund. And that's how there were more abortions performed under his administration than ever before in United States history. So you may disagree with me. Look it up yourself. I'm fine with you challenging me by looking it up for yourself and seeing for yourself. X Space Force, that's another X. They're using it to cast spells. So the other thing, what's the other thing? X. There's so many. I'm trying to keep track of it all. X-Men, right? What exactly does that mean? I have a couple ideas for you. I think there are some X-Men going on because I think we're closely coming to the point where they will be more obvious and be harassed for another 5 months, like the Bible says. The reason I think the X is important is because I want you to look at the Greek symbol for the 666, and it is an X, and it has two snake-like things after it, which to me is like, does that mean, the beast of the sea and the beast of the land? Are those the S's after it? I don't really know. I'm just spitballing. But X is the symbol used by that's the 10th Roman Legion. If you know what that is look it up. They're the ones who destroyed the temple in 70 AD. These people are something else, which reminds me of, I hate to say it, but I watched Game of Thrones. It reminds me of the Bolton's banner flag, which reminds me of the Jesuit oath, which makes me think that they are in Trump. And Musk even said it themselves, this X thing, they're summoning demons. He said it himself. I'm going to find that clip and put it in where it belongs. And so that makes me think that it's going to be very Jesuit looking pretty soon in the United States, because when Trump was in office, he appointed a bunch of people, right? A lot of people in high power right now are rabbinical Jews that follow the Talmud and Roman Catholics. So just like when Jesus was crucified on the cross, the Pharisees got together with the Romans to crucify Christ. And I think that's going to happen on an individual basis. And I'm hoping that we're out of here before that. But if not, it's just what I see. I could be wrong. I'm not a prophet or anything like that. But that's just what I see. And I didn't see how Trump was tied to the Jesuits. There wasn't anything that I completely knew for sure and could prove. But one thing that can be proven is that he went to a Jesuit university. And he has, he's been Kabbalah trained, right? Everybody knows that. Well, they should know that. If they don't know that, then you have issues. But so it just seems like that's kind of what's happening. And if you can see it, if you're paying attention, the Catholics are joining up with the Muslims. They're joining up with the LBT community. I can't even keep track of all their letters. They're gaining ground. They're joining up, and it's a little bit scary. So anyway, just wanted you to know about that kind of stuff. And I pray this encourages you as we look for that blessed hope And God bless you guys, and I'll see you in the sky.